What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So a bunch of new cards have just been announced and some of them are absolutely broken. So I will be reviewing every single one of them today and maybe make some specific videos for some of these cards because they really are that good. So before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram, and now let's jump right into it. Really important to smash that like button. Anyways, the first card is an alternate art for Ray. Not that it really matters because it's not like a new card or anything, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Although I will say, I don't think people are necessarily going to be playing this because the Sky Striker players always have a tendency to be like very, you know, they really want to be picky with their artworks and with their rarities and stuff like that. So if they can have access to Ultimate Ray, why would they play alternate art, which is not ultimate? But anyways, the first new card is Arms Generation Regen. Oh my god, I messed that one up completely. Quickly spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Activate one of these effects. Target one face of monster control. It gains 800 attack until the end of the turn. Or target one equipped spell in either graveyard. Either set it to your field or equip it to an appropriate monster you control. Not the best card, but definitely doesn't suck. Might have a little bit of potential because of the fact that it's a quick play. So quick play cards just in general are just good cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! If they have a decent effect. That's the reason why Book of Moon was always seeing play, even though it's kind of like an inherent neg 1. Doesn't really make anyone lose a card, but it was still historically very nice and always had its application. Anyways, the first really good card is Duality. Not part of Duality, though. Quickly spell again, you can only use the first and the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Wow, that's crazy. You can use the second effect, the turn, use the first effect. Finally, man, most cards have like the annoying restriction of you can only use one of the two effects per turn, only once that turn. But anyways, tribute one light or dark monster. Special summon one light or dark monster with the same original type and level, but a different original attribute from your hand or extra deck. So this is already freaking insane because I can already imagine in my head a bunch of nasty combos that might actually allow you to cheat out some really disgusting cards. Like you can tribute like a Fleur de Lis in order to summon like a Dragoon because it's a level 8 spellcaster so that you can summon a level 8 dark spellcaster. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. And wait, there's more. It has a second effect. During your main phase, you can banish this card from the grave, then target one light and one dark monster in your grave, shuffle both into the deck, then draw one card. Oh my god. The fact that you can use this right away as soon as you use this first effect is just absolutely nasty. You refund back your money and... oh my god, the fact that it's a quick play spell as well, like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, you can go normal summon Ecclesia and then search Fleur de Lis and then summon it on your opponent's turn, even if you're locked under, like, the Nadir Servant of, well, restriction of you can't summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, because you can still summon from your extra deck on the opponent's turn. So being able to cheat out Dragoon on your opponent's turn is disgusting, but obviously there's way more that you can do. I'm gonna make a full video dedicated on this card because the world is your oyster with this, man. Like, anything that summons from the extra deck is always destined for greatness, and it doesn't negate the effect. I'm a big fan. Oh man, solid 9.5 out of 10 or something. Anyways, Shadow's Light, normal spell. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. You cannot conduct your battle phase during the turn you activate either of this card's effect. Ooh, the last time we saw a battle phase restriction was, well, not really the last time, but the last time a broken card had that restriction was with Soul Charge. Target one dark monster you control, very specifically. Special summon one light monster with the same original type and level from your deck or extra deck. Oh, and it doesn't actually lock you out of anything. It doesn't negate the monster, that's it. And you don't even have to tribute the monster, you gotta be kidding me. You can banish this card from your grave. Target during your main phase this turn. You can normal summon one light or dark monster in addition to your normal summoner set. Again, you can use both effects in the same turn. Oh, this is so nasty. This also deserves its own video, so better believe I'll make 2 separate videos on Duality as well as Shadow's Light. Even though I will say that Shadow's Light first effect is very similar to Duality's first effect, but a little different because you can only target darks and you don't have to tribute, so you might be able to do some nasty rank 8 plays or some rank 10, rank 9, whatever, anything you want. Well, maybe not rank 9 because VFD is banned, but you get the point. So far, so very good. So now let's get right into the other cards. These were the 2 Chaos cards that we got. And Chaos will never die, man. It's always been a deck since day 1. And it's gonna be a deck since, like, day freaking infinite of Yu-Gi-Mons. Rose Shaman, level 4 Earth Warrior. Oh, hello, you know, warrior decks. Gookie and stuff like that. Not really. You can only use one of the... this is pretty bad. Okay, so this was the restriction that we didn't want to see on these 2 cards. So at least, like, another card has it. You can tribute this card, draw one card. You can banish this card from the grave, then target one plant monster in your grave, add it to your hand. Then if its original level is 7 or higher, you can send one plant monster from your deck to the grave. Not gonna lie, this might actually have some nice synergy with, like, Therions and stuff. So definitely a lot of potential, and you can send like a... I forgot the name, like Rosemary something. I completely forgot, but like when it's sent to the grave, you can send another plant monster from the deck to the grave, so that you can send like the Biblisp or something, and then search the Scorpio. So you can actually start your Predaplant engine from there, and your Branded Fusion engine from there, because the, you know, Cobra can search Branded Fusion, or Instant Fusion, or whatever. So actually, Foolishing for a plant is huge, and recycling back the Therion plant, I forgot the name, but whatever, it's a good card, is also very nice. So again, another really good card, especially for its second effect, though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the first effect, but in pile decks where you mill a lot, this definitely has immense potential. So again, so far, so very good. But let's get right into the next one, which is also a plant monster, Caticorn. I feel like we've seen a lot of cards with like an artwork relatively similar to this one. But yeah, level 4 Earth Plant, 15 and 500. And by the way, just a friendly reminder that this is searchable by Rhoda. So if you want to search this card and then discard it and then use the graveyard effect, you can do that. And the fact that this is a plant monster means that you can easily summon it with Aromaseraphy Jasmine, which is also very nice. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special summoned and you do not control a card in the field zone, you can add one field spell from your deck to your hand. Haha. Oh man, another great effect. Oh, you can summon this with Jasmine and then search a Therion field spell, or you can search Necro Valley or Mystic Mine. This is already very nice, but it gets better. If this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the grave, you can target one field spell in your grave, add one card with the same name from your deck to your hand. The fact that, again, you can destroy your own card with like your own card effect and use that effect is also very fantastic. So 4 amazing cards so far, I definitely cannot complain. The next one is Photon Jumper, level 4 Light Warrior effect monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, it doesn't have to be a direct attack. You can activate this effect, skip your next battle phase. Oh, I've seen this with runic cards. Also special summon this card from the hand, then end the battle phase. Wow, okay, so that's actually even better than Battle Fader. I can imagine a lot of decks just generically playing this, well, a lot, like the stun decks and stuff like that people are no longer really playing. Potentially playing this to just, like, survive and stuff, because we all know that surviving is very important in Yu-Gi Mons. If this card is sent to the graveyard, not necessarily from the field to the grave, and it's an if effect, so it doesn't miss timing, you can add one Photon or Galaxy Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand. Again, fantastic. You can go Foolish Burial, send this, and then get your stuff going or something. Oh my god, just I think Photon are going to be pretty happy with this card, but I don't think it's going to be like a 3-of because it's still once per turn. It's not necessarily the best to draw, but, you know, it's still a rank 4 fodder, and then it does something when it's sent to the grave, so I absolutely cannot complain whatsoever. The next one is Synchro Zone, continuous trap. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's once per turn. Neither player can declare an attack with non-synchro monsters. I mean, it's not necessarily the most oppressive floodgate, but still not too bad. If a non-tuner synchro monster is sent to the grave, you can target one of them, special summon it, and if you do, it is treated as a tuner. So it doesn't necessarily have to be sent to the grave by like a card effect or something. It can you can literally like sync it off or link it off or whatever, and then revive it back. Not bad, huh? During your opponent's main phase, you can send this face-up card from your spell and trap zone to the grave. Immediately after this effect resolves, quick sync on your opponent's turn. You know, that I think we've seen a lot of cards with like this effect just overall in Yu-Gi-Oh! So a card that can do 3 things, and 2 of them being pretty respectable, is definitely something I can appreciate, but I don't think it's going to be super played. So it's probably one of the worst cards out of the ones that we've reviewed today. But, you know, the bar is set so high that, you know, I really can't complain. Now, we're going to have a lot of Sky Striker cards here. War Magus Akas, what? Level 5 Fire Machine Effect 24, 200. This card's always treated as a Sky Striker card. But remember that these cards are not Sky Striker Ace monsters, so you can't use them to make like Kagari, Hayate, Shizuku, Kaina, etc. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's once per turn. You can discard one spell, special summon this card from the hand. The other one, the Love Magus, also had that effect. If a link monsters you control would be destroyed by battle by card effect, you can banish one spell from the grave instead. I'm not a big fan, and if this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the grave, again, you can go after burner, destroy your own card, and then, you know, trigger that. Well, not really, but yeah, because this one doesn't actually give control to it like to your opponent, so it's not as good as the other one. You can recycle back one of your banished Sky Striker spells. Yeah, it's not that great. Now we have, oh, the last one. Okay, never mind. I thought we had like way more than that. No, okay, so I guess it's still like 3 new Magus or something monsters for Sky Striker. They're all level 5 machines, conveniently, or rather inconveniently, because it means that you can't really normal summon them. And they all have the same first and third effect, so You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this guy's demons per turn again. Just like every single one of them, you can discard one spell, special summon it from the hand, blah, blah, blah. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a link monster or monsters you control, quick effect, you can banish 2 spells from the grave. Negate that effect. That is very neggy. Oh man, you really don't want to banish 2 spells. All of that just like protect yourself from like getting Veilered on your Kigari. I think there's like way better options than that. And also, like, it's gonna clog your zone, so like you have to link it off afterwards. So it's so neggy, man. You have to discard a spell and then banish 2. You might as well just play Eagle Booster at this point, and even Eagle Booster is really not that good in the deck. And the fact that this doesn't get your engine started, honestly, this card's unplayable. And like I said, the third effect is the exact same. So this card, unplayable garbage. This card, unplayable. I'm dead ass. Synchro Zone, decent. Photon Jumper, not bad at all. Definitely a good, solid one of, I want to say, in Photon or Galaxy decks because of that part of the effect. So if the deck already played Foolish Burial, your Foolish Burial is going to have even more options, which again is very nice. And then this card, I can see it being played in, you know, maybe recast an Avalon, potentially, if you can find a way to like easily special summon it and then maybe search for the Rika Concon, or like I said, any of the cards that I mentioned, so Necro Valley, Mystic Mine, or the Theron Field Spell. So a bunch of decks that can utilize plant monsters can potentially pop up with this card. And then this, I want to say, like, because of the fact that this also helps the plant decks, this works in tandem with this one, potentially. The fact that it's a warrior is a little awkward, but because of the fact that you can search it with Reinforcement of the... I keep repeating the same thing. You can get this card to your hand very fast. None of these cards are searchable, but that's fine because, you know, you can mill them and they still have value. And that's something that the Chaos decks really like. Although I will say because of Chaos Ruler being banned, it is a little harder to do. But you have the Ishizu cards, so not really. So yeah, great card, obviously. And this is like, whatever. I mean, this is probably like worse than the... maybe this? Yeah, this is probably like better than the first one for like equip spells, because equip spells are kind of bricks anyways. Like, you're not really trying to draw a bunch of equip spells in your hand or like consistently use them or something. They're not really what they used to be with like Premature Barrel and Snatch Steal, but still overall a lot of great cards in that new reveal. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys actually think of these new cards? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.